In the NFL and big-time moments, during big-time games, what's needed are big-time players making big-time plays.
Have what you want in front of us. Come on now.
Be us, don't think, just go. Let's go, love you guys.
But in the 5th year of his career, he has said, put it on my shoulders, I'll take us there.
Josh Jacobs has to be the greatest player in the history of the sport, and guess what? He has been.
He's off to the races. Bye-bye, Josh. Let's go. Hey, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Chandler Jones running out of time and goes down.
And if they continue to get that level of production, along with what Max Crosby has already been doing this season,
I thought that was the game where more people nationally picked up on the dominance of Mad Max.
And guess who it is? It's Max Crosby.
Touchdown, Devontae Adams. Inside the 5.
That's even more glorious.
Loads up.
Adams is open. Walk-off touchdown.
You never finish where you start.
With the Raiders trailing, trying to mount a comeback.
And when you're building a team for the long run, there will be bumps along the way.
That's it here from Allegiant Stadium. Raiders fall to the Colts 25-20. Meanwhile, the Raiders fall to 2-7. We'll talk to you next week.
In the middle of the Nevada desert, day in and day out, there's an unseen dedication to get better. Because when you're chasing greatness, all the little things matter.
We're also going to make him a omelet today. We're going to do 3 egg scramble.
Let's do it.
They got me on camera today. There he is. Is that working out?
Yeah.
So, I think the biggest thing for my routine is just the consistency. Obviously, these guys help me a ton, Chef Jake, everybody else. They're just direct translation to everything I got going on. 2 years ago, I wanted to make a big change as far as my, my meal prep and just preparing my body. So I've stuck to it, and it's paid off. So I can't go back. So I just continue to, lay bricks to the foundation, and we're gonna keep going.
As nutritionists, our goal is to fuel for performance and rehab for these guys. So as part of that integration with medical, with strength and conditioning, we want to make sure that we're maximizing on fueling our athletes through whole foods, supplementation, making sure that they're ready to go when they're coming into the weight room and they're training with AJ and his staff.
Come on, move.
When everything starts for the new year, we're the coaches that see them first and get them started as the season starts and the new year starts.
The connectivity that we see from our leaders, from our captains, is huge. You sense the energy when you step into the weight room. This is one of those places where it's a safe place for guys to build camaraderie. You get guys like Max Crosby that are really setting the bar for the standard for some of the younger guys that are coming into the league and want to play and achieve a high level of success. When we see guys on game day, There is so much behind the scenes commitment and work that they put in, not just on the field during practice, but in the weight room as well. And all of that translates over to the performance that our fans see on game day.
First and foremost is really teaching them their body, how to recover. That's probably the missing link in a lot. A lot of colleges are doing a great job in that. We're just taking it to the nth degree. So in Max Crosby, our whole theme this year was recovery, because he is like a Tasmanian devil. He does not stop. This kid is unstoppable. He just keeps going. And so, all the time and effort that he's put forth in learning recovery has really helped him, maintain that high level, that high motor, which was already there. It's just now refined. It's like a fine-tuned Ferrari.
Hey folks, how are you? Raiders and Broncos, with Las Vegas trying to beat Denver for a 6th straight time.
Dogs on 3. 1. Bring the juice for each other today. Yes, sir. I'm gonna play harder than 9-8 today. That's what I'm gonna do. Yes, sir. I'm gonna play harder than 9-8 today. No. Let's go. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, it starts with us, bro. We win the game. Simple as that. We dominate up front. We dominate. It's simple and plain. Let's go. Love you guys. Let's go. Gang on me. Gang on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Today was a team win in the truest sense of the term. Offense comes through when it needs to. A Raiders defense showed up when they needed to, particularly Max Crosby. I mean, dude, Max Crosby played out of his mind again today. Yeah. This dude was a machine.
They run it with Gordon, pushing ahead, ball is out.
Right here, watch the punch. Max Crosby, how do you affect the game?
Max Crosby got his right hand stretched up in the air to block the field goal and take us to the half. Wilson back to pass. Crosby in his face. Grabs Wilson around the shoulders and swings him down at the 34.
Pressure from the Raiders. Wilson climbing the pocket and down he goes.
Crosby with his 2nd sack of the game. And the Raiders defense gets a stop on 3rd down.
He's the ultimate professional. He plays his butt off on every play. But that game, he just did everything. I think that was the beginning of the talk about NFL Defensive Player of the Year. I thought that was the game where more people nationally picked up on the dominance of Mad Max.
You ready to do our job? You ready to do our job? Here we go.
So, friend, we find ourselves in this spot again. 1:43 to go. No timeouts. Touchdown wins the game.
Be a dog. Be great. Come on, bro. I believe in you, bro. Come on.
This is how we turn the corner right here. Gonna make that happen.
To get into field goal range for Daniel Carlson, who today has made a career-long 57, you're talking about getting 37 yards.
103 seconds left. No timeouts. Carr climbs, fires. Cole has it at midfield. 1:15 to go and counting.
Inside of a minute to go, Link. No timeouts. Down 3. Carr back to pass again. Lofts one near side. Open receiver Jacobs at the 30, 20, 15, 10, and he's driven to the turf by Jewell at the 7.
Clock it. Clock it.
Carlson today is 2 of 3. Both his makes from 50 plus. This from 25 to tie the game with 19 seconds to go. Good snap, solid hold. Kick is up, and it is good. Daniel Carlson delivers again, and we are heading to overtime in this classic rivalry between the Raiders and the Broncos.
Heads is the call. Heads.
Man, all the emotion after last week's game, Link, with the loss to the Colts that Derek Carr put forward, things we've heard from Davante Adams, Josh McDaniels, owner Mark Davis, the vote of confidence for this staff. If they can win this in overtime, what a momentum boost it would be, at least for a week. Davante Adams slot right, 1st and 10 on the Broncos 35. Carr, play action again, looking downfield, lofts it near corner, Adams wide over at the 5, he walks in, and the Raiders walk off with the win! Touchdown Davante Adams to win it here in Denver!
I don't know how you leave number 17 wide open. If there's anyone you're going to cover, it's going to be Davante Adams. Congratulations.
Come on now. Dub.
You really that boy?
My dog, you that boy.
I was really excited because not only did they have to win the game, they needed momentum. And this was a really big momentum builder for the Raiders because they got everything going in the game. They played well in all three facets of the game, and that's what we've been looking for more of here. So it really built momentum. It was great on the radio. The fans really appreciated that, and they wanted to see the sweep. What have you seen from Max behind the scenes and what you see on the field that puts him in this category where he could be Defensive Player of the Year?
And I think, I think he should be the Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, I'm biased. But behind the scenes, it's kind of what we've talked about. That's why he's a cornerstone and he's a foundational brick in this whole process and this whole team building piece, is because the work ethic, the unselfishness, the drive to get better every day, the humbleness to look at oneself and say, I need to get better in these three areas and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get better and improve. That's why you've seen the growth in Max Crosby as the player. And he's grown on the personal side too, obviously, in his tenure here that he's been in the league. So there's that piece. On the field, he takes over games.
Yeah.
The work we put in, the coaches, the players, everybody, this is what we work for. And that's what we kind of emphasize. We had a great week of practice and just bringing that energy. It's the little details in football that make the difference. And truly having fun and playing for each other is everything. So we felt that today, and we got a huge win. So I'm just happy for all the guys, man.
4 p.m. You get Raiders at Seahawks here. We saw the Raiders beat the Broncos in overtime. They still got the win there, so that's good. Seahawks losing to the Bucs in Germany. They have now had a bye week. They're rested.
I think this is one of those that classifies under, matchup football here a little bit. Again, with the Raiders, we got to remember they've played some good teams very close.
It's a tough place to play. I've been up in Seattle on the sidelines doing TV where I couldn't hear myself in the fourth quarter of a preseason game. That's how loud it is there.
Hey folks, how are you? Happy to welcome you to Seattle, the Emerald City, on a beautiful late November afternoon. Getting set for a game where the Raiders hope momentum carries its way from Denver to Seattle.
Yeah! Come on! 7 day, baby. 7 day. Now run the ball.
Y'all know what time it is. You know what time it is.
Have a good day,
hey, man, be the reason that we win today, fellas. 2 to 3 turnover game today. And it's going to come from us. Hey, let's go. Hey, 1 on 3, 1 2 3.
Let's go. Gang on me, gang on 3, 1 2 3.
We say it every week. Time to rock here in Seattle. Week number 12 about to get going. The Raiders and the Seahawks. Josh Jacobs is active. Remember, he was added to the injury report earlier this week, but he is going to go and start.
Blue in the field. They let you know they're here. Play fake. Over the middle. Oh! Intercepted! Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Diggs out of bounds at about the 15-yard line, and just like that, the Seahawks grab the momentum.
Taken down in the handoff to Kenneth Walker. Stutters in the backfield to the 10. Cuts the near side 5. Breaks out of a tackle. Dives. Touchdown, Seattle. My goodness. And we are 28 seconds into this ball game, and the Seahawks have a 6-0 lead. 3rd and 5 from the Seattle 18 right hash. Carr, shotgun snap, dances in the pocket, fires far pylon. It's caught by Abdullah on the run. In the end zone, touchdown Raiders.
Fake that time to Jacobs, and the pass is intercepted once again. Quandre Diggs and the Seattle Seahawks going back on offense.
Ain't no reason for them to look like this.
This year from Josh Jacobs has been an understatement to say it's been impressive. As this year has progressed, it has been clear and evident that, along with Devontae, Josh Jacobs is an NFL superstar. But the thing that stands out the most is he has a desire that you don't see all that often anymore.
Jacobs, one of the most elusive running backs.
Josh Jacobs can do it all.
Josh Jacobs, he was getting 3-4 yards a carry in the first half, and he was having a big impact. But like maybe 5 minutes after that happened, he broke a tackle in the backfield.
Carr, toss play. Jacobs gets a block from Johnson at the 30.
He stiff-armed a guy to the turf, and he has a 30-yard touchdown run.
Jacobs off to the races. 5 touchdown Raiders. A 30-yard touchdown run for Josh Jacobs.
I tell you what, this Raiders football team, they couldn't have started this game any worse, but they have been able to climb back, battle back, and boy, really playing well here in the second quarter.
Carr's in the shotgun, Abdullah to his right. Cole, the motion man, settles slot left. Derek takes the snap, back to pass, looking right, pressure, lofts, far corner of the end zone, open receiver, touchdown Foster Morrow! Touchdown Raiders, back right corner of the end zone.
And with 1:54 to play in regulation, the Raiders and the Seahawks are tied at 34.
Gets the shotgun snap. Raiders bring a blitz. He is smothered and brought down. Max Crosby came around for the sack. But they are not going to take a timeout, Lincoln. That's going to send us to overtime for a second consecutive week.
The call is his. And it is his.
And so A.J. Cole, just like last week when they turned up heads, turned towards the Raiders sideline on the far side of the field and was all pumped up because now Derek Carr's going to have a chance to win it.
Josh Jacobs had the, at least statistically, best single game in Raiders history by a running back against the Seahawks. He had the most single game rushing yards by any Raider. He had the most yards from scrimmage by a running back in Raiders history. He had the, more importantly, game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Here in overtime, tied at 34. 8:40 to go in extra session.
You know, Josh Jacobs really in the zone. He has had such an exceptional season, and today he has just done it all.
Any kid who's ever played sports dreams of moments like this one. Josh Jacobs in the backfield.
Carr's going to start the drive under center. An I formation behind him, and he stands up to change the play. Down to 5 on the play clock, gets the snap, hands off to Jacobs, stutters to the right, bursts through the whole 20, 25-30, he's off to the races, here in Seattle, nobody's gonna catch him, 25-20, 10, ball game, ball by Josh, 86 yards in overtime, to walk it off for a second straight week, touchdown Raiders, victory Las Vegas.
Love you, man. Love you too. Didn't I tell you you're going to end it? Didn't I tell you? Keep doing it. Let's keep doing it. You understand? Yes, sir. Trust it. Let's get it. Take it.
Fellas, you got to be resilient to win on the road in this league. You just have to do that. All right, and there we go. There's 2 in a row.
Yes, sir.
I'm just telling you, you have what you want in front of us.
Come on now.
I'm just telling you, you have what you want in front of us. Because that wasn't even the best we got.
No.
And you know it.
Yes,
okay? That wasn't the best we got, and that's a good football team.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Where's JJ at? This morning, I didn't even know if he was going to play.
Yeah.
He went over 300 yards. We got a big division game. Right, to play coming up here next Sunday at home.
Yes, sir.
Right, and we have to hold turf on that stuff. That's really important, all right? Big division game. But
Victory Monday.
We got a victory.
After 2 incredible overtime wins on the road, the Raiders return home for Week 13 versus the Chargers. This time, another veteran leader shows up big.
Come on, man. Put your heart on film. Here we go, fellas. We out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready to go. Game day, man. Let's get it. I perform best with the pressure on the line.
Feeling good, man. Big game, divisional game. Lock in, tap in. Raiders, we up.
Let's go, baby. Let's have a day. Run the ball.
Good, man. Feeling great. Another blessing, man, being out here to play on a Sunday, man. Going out here playing, flying around with energy, man, and going out there to have a successful game.
Let's go. Hey, win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Win. Hey, man, listen. Hey, one play at a time, bro. All day. Be us. Be us. Don't think, just go. Let's go. Love you guys. Gang on me, gang on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Cliff Branch will be celebrated today, which is pretty amazing. You know a lot of those gold jackets down on the field as an alumni here, and it's just another example of Mark Davis going the extra mile with the Hall of Fame to get the actual ring for Cliff.
There are only 362 Pro Football Hall of Famers, and Cliff Branch is one of them. And this ring of excellence from K Jewelers that we present to Lane Anderson in honor of Cliff Branch.
Lights are dim, scoreboard, getting fans that are trickling in, pumped up for the 6-5 Chargers and the 4-7 Raiders coming off back-to-back overtime wins. The Raiders just waiting to come out from under the goalpost. They are waiting to run through and race onto the field and carry the momentum to try and take it out on the Chargers. Raiders and Chargers Part 2. First trip for Los Angeles into this building since the Raiders ended their season last year.
Well, I was looking for a payback game. They have a coach that wants to go for it on 4th down. They have a great quarterback. He's not good, he's great. So I thought it was a critical game for the Raiders to play well because of the quality of the opponent.
Big news out of Las Vegas. Right now, the Raiders are finalizing a deal with 4-time Pro Bowl pass rusher Chandler Jones.
Yeah, I'm really excited, honestly. Very excited. It's a dream come true. I've always been a fan of this organization, and I'm really glad to be here. Now it's finally happening.
20th time this year, the Chargers are going for it on 4th down. They are not going to try a 35-yard field goal.
Herbert on the run, brought down, short of the first down, and the ball will go over to the Raiders. Chandler Jones making the tackle. Yeah. Herbert running out of time and goes down. Chandler Jones.
One of the reasons why they signed him in the offseason was just for this, so he could complement Max Crosby. But you called it, Jason. He's having a wonderful game so far.
No question. Looking over the middle. Pressure off the edge. Right into the arms of Jones again.
Wow.
Herbert stepped to his left. Chandler Jones, his 3rd sack of the half.
And again, Herbert has to step up, and there's Chandler Jones. He's had games like this before.
Well, we've been waiting for Chandler to have that type of super stat game. I thought he played with an aggressive edge and style, like a captain, highly motivated to want to go out there and send a message to the Raider fans.
55 is all over the place today.
Raiders offense length, this is becoming a pattern. Denver trailed the Broncos 10-0. Last week, because of the turnovers, trailed the Seahawks 7-0, but have bounced back, and they got to get going here against the Chargers defense.
Jacobs really hasn't had an impact. The Charger defense really playing well here early in this game.
They get the snap ball, hand off Jacobs, has the first down in the big hole, 15-10, foul, touchdown Raiders! That all opened up like last week, and Jacobs does it again!
He got a crazy block. Monday, baby. He blocked us. Look at that, look. Boom, that's how I'm gone. I stop running after that. I'm gone. Touchdown Raiders.
Crosby bringing pressure off the edge, the dump down to Eckler at the 18. Blockers in front, 25-30, and he takes it out. The ball's on the turf. Raiders pointing at it. There's a scrum for it, still loose, and Hobbs picks it up at the 35, and he's chopped down at the 32. Welcome back, Nate Hobbs.
Ron Harmon, just a tremendous football player, and just when you think the Chargers, get an explosive play, gives it right back to the Raiders.
Snap, back to pass. Looking left, lofting left, to the end zone. Adams, Browns are falling down. Touchdown, Davante Adams. One play, one touchdown. Raiders lead 16-13.
Jason, what a perfect pass by Derek Carr that time. Having protection up front. He's got one-on-one with Adams, Asante Samuel. Adams does the stick and go where he pauses like he's going to stop, but just a great touch pass by Derek Carr, and it falls right into Adams' midsection for the score.
Oh, what the hell?
Hey. Good job, take a route.
Yes, sir. Great ball.
Big drive for us coming up. Gotta go down the field and get points. Whatever happens here, don't matter. We gotta go down the field and get points, all right? Let's go.
Gotta love it.
Carr, the handoff to Jacobs, cuts back towards the middle. 45-50, dragging defenders down to the Chargers 45. Josh Jacobs, 74 yards on 13 carries, and he gets it again. Pitches it back to Derek Carr, looking downfield for Davante Adams, inside the 5, touchdown Raiders!
And that's even more glorious. That's even more glorious. When you can throw a flea flicker in there, catch the defense completely off guard, and Davante Adams runs behind the Chargers defense.
That's another one. We're doing it.
2 Derek Carr throws here in the third quarter, and both have been long touchdowns to Davante Adams. This one from 45 yards out, and the Raiders lead the Chargers 23-13.
I'm not trying to put your moods down. They're going to respond.
Yes, sir.
All right? We have to do us.
Yes, sir.
We have to do us.
All right. Let's go.
This might be the ballgame. 8:44 to go. Raiders up 27-13. Chargers 4th and 12 on the Raiders 35. Everyone tight to the line. Snap to Herbert. Rolling to his right. Throwing downfield. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Keenan Allen spinning and turning, and he made the grab with Amik Robertson right there in coverage. And the Chargers aren't done yet on a 4th down touchdown throw of 35 yards.
It was a turning point for the Chargers. They score on an epic 4th down play, and everybody's there saying, okay, here we go. Because of last year, what happened in that epic final game and what's happened before on that. So in the back of your mind, you have to say, here come the Chargers. Because if you give the ball back to the Chargers, here's what's going to happen. The coach is 4th down territories in the first quarter. He's 4 down territory. On the last series of the game, he's going to be that. So not only do you have to stop him, you got to stop him 4 downs in a row, and that's hard to do.
Bro, we've been killing them just by doing our job. Everyone just stay locked in, bro. We got 1 quarter left. Just keep stomping on them, bro. Do your job. You got to be Superman. Just win your one-on-one. Yep. As simple as that, bro. We're on it together, bro. They shouldn't score another point.
So here are the Chargers again. 4th and 9.
Chargers just scored a touchdown at 4th and 12 from the Raiders 35. This from the 42. Herbert takes the snap, backpedals, drifts, throws down the far sideline. One-on-one coverage, incomplete. DeAndre Carter, the intended receiver at the 20. Nate Hobbs was step for step, made the pass breakup, and it's a turnover on downs for this defense.
Welcome back, Nate Hobbs.
And the Raiders win their 3rd straight. And it's a Vegas victory, 27-20 over the Chargers.
Well, Jason, I told you, I hate it when you get things right, but I love it when a plan comes together because that was absolutely magnificent.
It's another one. That's all I got to say.
We ran away with that one. Yeah. We ran away with that one. Hey, that's a good complimentary football game. Yes. Right? All 3 phases contributed. All right, we didn't have it the way we wanted in the first quarter. Just keep plugging away, fellas. I can see the belief that you have in one another, and you can see it on the football field. I'm just telling you, it's real. Okay, it's real. So that's 3 in a row. All right, that's 3 in a row. And I have one thing to say. Where's Chandler Jones?
Yes.
Reset.
The character was on full display today because we all believe in what we're capable of, and we saw that on full display in this game again, just like last week. When you love a place and you love a organization, when you love something so much, I mean, you put your heart into it, And so to see the way we've responded since then, it's a proud moment for me. I'm happy about it, but we got a long way to go until I feel really good about it.
While the highs of winning are unmatched, the tests when you lose are inevitable.
Raiders led this ball game 16-3, and today the Raiders lose in Los Angeles 17-16, giving up 14 points in the final 3 minutes and 19 seconds.
But the Raiders understand that greatness is not built in a day, a week, and not even a single season. Greatness comes with time.
I think anytime a coach and new front office and new staff comes in, they come in, especially with their background of how they envision a franchise is going to look and how they want to build a franchise in their vision. From the outside, though, you've got a fan base that saw a team that go to the playoffs last year, win all these close games, bring so many of those guys back, add a Davante Adams, add a Chandler Jones, and a couple of other pieces, and so you just assume that not only are they going to be better than last year, but they're going to be much better than last year. Of course, they're disappointed that they haven't been able to finish some of the games that should have been wins. You know, that goes without saying. But that doesn't change the fact that when you take over a job, when you take over an organization, when you take over a franchise, you're doing so with the thought of, okay, we have to do this, then we have to do that, then we can be Super Bowl champions. And so they're still in that first and second process.
But there are 3 seconds left and a chance now for Mac Jones to throw a Hail Mary.